Autodesk Simulation Moldflow Insight easily models the flow of a polymer, but did you know that it can also model the interaction of the polymer flow and the effects of components in the flow path? Regardless of what the component is, a mold component like a core pin, or encapsulated component like a metal contact or plastic overmolded subassembly. Autodesk Simulation Moldflow Insight allows for a realistic simulation of this very complex interaction. This interaction is often important to model because these components can have an impact on the final part properties. Adding this detail will capture thermal effects, stress, deflection, effective thickness, assembly stiffness, and final shape. Realistic simulation requires realistic inputs, boundary conditions like thermophysical material property data, initial temperature before the component is loaded into the mold, how long will this component heat soak or sit in the mold before the process begins, and finally constraints, how the component is actually held in place during the process. But what if there is a simulation where the component cannot be fixed in all directions? No worries, Autodesk Simulation Moldflow Insight also allows for one-sided constraints as well as potential limits to the allowed movement of that component. Autodesk Simulation Moldflow Insight, a realistic way to represent your process, including one-sided constraints.